Allow the body to relax. Allow yourself to let go. Give yourself the opportunity to be here now, in this place and time. This is the most important moment of your life right now, because it's the moment that you have any influence and control over, is just this moment. Allow yourself to be fully present in your body. Allow yourself to disengage from everything that's going on in the world, everything that's going on in your personal life. Allow yourself to pull your connection to what's going on in the world back into yourself. You might even notice cords that you can disengage from work, from family, from politics. Reel them back into the body. They're usually sent out through the solar plexus. That might be the place that you reel them back into, in the same way that you would reel in a fishing line, the same way that you would create a ball of yarn. Just pull it back in. Allow yourself to connect fully and completely back into your body. With each inhale, you pull your energy back into this vehicle that you have that holds your consciousness. And with each exhale, allow the body to relax. Just let go. There's nothing to hold on to. Let go. Be present in this place and time. And imagine that you are dropping threads or cords down out of the base of your spine and the bottoms of your feet down into Mother Earth. Imagine that who you know to be you is dropping out of the head and moving into the body right now. And allow the energy of all of the thoughts that you've been carrying to go down through those cords, out the base of the spine and the bottoms of the feet, down into the center of Mother Earth. Allow your belly to drop down into the belly of Mother Earth. Allow yourself to let go and allow those cords, those threads, those roots to grow down through the many layers of dirt and rock and soil, down through the rivers, down through the subterranean caverns, the underground lakes, down through the layers of mantle, down into Mother Earth's core. Allow your belly to drop down into her belly. Feel her magnetic core drawing you to it. Allow yourself to let go of what you don't need. You might imagine that you're like a basin filled with water and you're pulling the plug on the drain and allowing whatever you don't need any longer to just simply move out of the body through those cords, cables, connections, out the base of the feet, out the tailbone. Let go of what you don't need. Let go of what doesn't belong to you. Let go of what doesn't serve you. Allow the body to drain energetically of what is weighing you down, holding you back, making you feel heavy, making you feel confused, making you feel unclear. Allow it to just move down and out of the body. You don't need it. And Mother Earth gladly accepts it because this is what she does. To her, this is fuel. She knows exactly how to transform this energy to recreate it into something useful. So you're giving her what you don't need, but you're giving her what she does need. Just like all the plants and trees on this planet take our CO2 and produce oxygen. It's a symbiotic relationship. And allow yourself to connect in with your heart center and feel the love and appreciation that you have for Mother Earth and all of the things that she has given us so that we can have a physical experience, so that our souls can express themselves through physical form. All the food and water and beauty that she gives us to have this experience. Feel the appreciation and the gratitude that you have for what she provides. Allow your heart to glow and send that glow down to her. Let her feel your appreciation. And make a place in your heart for her to send her appreciation for you back to you. She will send her love back to you. Be open and receptive to it in your heart center. And see this beautiful relationship of sending and receiving. And then when you're ready, I'm going to invite you to bring your awareness up into the center of your head. Start to breathe into the center of the head. Where the pineal gland is. One of the most important parts of our body. This is our connection to our higher self, our highest and greatest self. The consciousness that runs through all things. Allow yourself to be like a tree extending up into the cosmos, with branches going in all directions, up and out, reaching for the stars. And at the end of every branch, at the end of every twig, is a leaf that is like a star in the sky. Reach upward and outward as far as you can into the tapestry of creation. From your heart center, send a thank you out into creation, out into the consciousness that runs through all things. This is the higher level vibrational energy that connects our greatest self into the fabric of creation itself. Send your gratitude to that consciousness and allow a space to stay open in your heart center so that you can receive creation's appreciation of you. Receive that appreciation. Receive the consciousness, the power. And using the breath, with each exhale, I invite you to send your appreciation down into Mother Earth and up into creation, into the cosmos simultaneously. And as you breathe in, breathe that appreciation from Mother Earth and the cosmos back into your heart center. So I'm inviting you to divide your attention in two. Breathing in receiving appreciation, breathing out, sending out appreciation in two directions simultaneously. And now, from where you are right at this moment, I'm going to invite you to start to fill the space with water, starting at your feet. A perfect watery substance is starting to fill the room. And you can feel the space changing. The space around you is changing as that water level rises up to your ankles. It's a beautiful, tepid water rising up the legs, up past the knees, rising up the legs to the hips. Beautiful crystalline water rising up the torso, up to the diaphragm, the rib cage, starting to cover the arms. Beautiful crystalline water rising up above the chest, feeling the space within the water. And the water continues to rise up your chin, up to your eyes, up above your head, and you are totally submerged, just like when you were in your mother's belly, safe and protected in your mother's amniotic fluid. Feel the protection of this water. Feel the beauty of it. Allow it to keep rising until it is completely filling the room. It's the perfect temperature, the perfect feeling of comfort and relaxation. Just like before you were born, where you were totally taken care of, where there was nothing that you had to do, nowhere you needed to be, just right here in your mother's belly. Your body has a memory of what it was like to be in this state of perfection. Now, within this space of water, you may notice that it's not like the room you were in before. It might be totally different. It might be dark or light. It might be like at the bottom of a lake or an ocean. It might be in space. Just notice what it's like for you. And in this space, I invite you to bring into the space surrounding you, in this water, your family members. As many family members as you know of that are connected by mother and father. Your mother and father, and their mother and father, and their mother and father, and their mother and father, as far back as you're able to track. You might even call in your sisters or brothers that are directly connected to these ancestors, just like you are. They may be sitting, they may be dancing, they may be just standing around, they may be doing something that they're known for doing, like working a printing press or inventing something. Notice your family members around you. I want you to notice something about your connection to all these family members and all of the XY chromosomes that you have brought with you into this land, into this body, into this time, into this place, that have been passed down through your lineage. And I want you to notice the emotions and the belief systems that have also been passed down to you through your genes, through their instructions to you, through their warnings to you, through their teachings to you, through your observation of them from the time that you were first conceived. I want you to notice that we are the products of our parents. We are the products of their belief systems, of their fears, of their accomplishments, of their sayings, of their aspirations, of their wishes, of their habits. I want you to allow your body to remind you, allow your mind to remind you of things that your parents said that you would have taken as truth when you were a child because you didn't know any better, because you couldn't reason and apply logic to whether or not what they were saying was actually true. They were always doing the best that they could with the tools that they had to work with. But like us in this generation, we only do the best that we can with what we know and what we have to work with. And our parents and their parents and their parents and their parents were no different. Always doing the best that they could, but sometimes the best isn't really that great. Sometimes there's a lot of programming that happens, and sometimes it's necessary to unwind that programming from our lives. What are those sayings that you've heard over and over? Things like, money is the root of all evil, or don't burn your bridges, or life is hard, or you can't sing, or you'll never amount to anything, or you have to pay your dues, or money doesn't grow on trees. What are these things that they have told you that you had no ability to question whether or not it was actually true? You took it for granted. No pain, no gain. Good things come to those who wait. You can't always get what you want. Since we've had language, we've been coming up with these ideas and giving them to our children as far back as 14,000 years. And whether or not these things are true is not important. What is important is that you have the opportunity to think for yourself, to create a new reality, a better reality. I invite you now to say thank you to your ancestors for everything that they have provided for you. But we're going to leave it all behind now. I invite you to look upward and notice that above you, the water, it has an end. And beyond is a beautiful, shining sun whose rays are glistening onto the surface of the water. I'm going to invite you now, with gratitude, to leave your ancestors behind and to start to swim upward toward the surface of the water. Allow yourself to break through the surface of the water into the sun, into the air. Breathe in a new life. And connect in with things that you actually, truly know. Like, if you try to do something, more often than not you succeed. Just think about when you choose to get up and walk. You do that when you choose to open your mouth and speak. You do so with words that make sense, from sentences and structure that people can understand. You do that from your own will. When you choose to go somewhere, you have a means to get there. Even if you had to crawl, even if it's just across the room. And sometimes it might even be across the planet. You do things when you want to do them, and you are successful. Your will guides you. When you put your will behind something, you can make it happen. You've been doing this since you were born, and maybe have forgotten how you can direct your consciousness. Because just think about it. When you don't put your will behind something, anything will happen. But when you set your intention, you make that intention come true. And you've been doing it all along, without boundaries, without restrictions. Think about how great you are. Think about the things that you accomplished to get to this point in your life. Think about relationships, friendships, goals that you've set. They might be very simple. Just getting your shoes on in the morning. Just making it to this moment in time. What did it take? Consider how powerful you are. Another absolute truth is that no matter what, something is always changing. Think about how amazing that is. We don't live in a still painting on a wall. We live in live motion. Everything is constantly changing. And that means that you also are constantly changing. You couldn't be the same person if you tried. You know this. You know this down to your very bones. Consider that never is nothing happening. Never is nothing happening. You know this down to your bones. Consider how powerful this is. Consider what a miracle of creation you are, that we all are. Consider the miracle of creation that we have just the perfect planet in which to express our beingness. Consider that it's a 1 in quadrillion chance that this planet exists with the right atmosphere to protect us from the harmful radiation of the sun and to breathe life in just the right way. It's a miracle. Consider what part of this miracle that you are. What is it that you know right down to your very core?